sometimes I take on projects and I get overwhelmed because I don't realize what the hell I just got myself into. Like, for instance, I haven't said anything about it yet, but I got this other art project that I've been working on for a couple weeks, and I'm halfway done. But I keep stopping because I'll be doing it, I'll be putting hours into it, and then I'm just like, I get overwhelmed because of how much more I gotta do, or I make a mistake and I gotta like redo it and shit like that. So I get overwhelmed and I gotta take a break for a couple days or a week, and then I go back to it, you know what I'm saying, and I work on it some more. So that being said, I'm kind of feeling like that with this car project because I did manage to get all the parts except for one. I got one part left. And I at first earlier today, you know what I'm saying, I was like really, like ecstatic, you know what I'm saying? My serotonin was flowing, I had some dopamine, and I was like, hell yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's coming together. It's coming together. But that's just, the putting the parts together. And then I'm like, I took a step back and I'm like, holy shit. There is a lot of fucking work that I gotta do, and this is something I've never done before. I was like, and I'm like already into it. I'm almost at $4,000 I done put into this already. So there's really no backing out now. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be done. And like I said, I got one part left. I can't pick it up because it don't fit in the back. You know what I'm saying? And that sucks. I thought it would, but like I measured and it's like by 2 inches, it won't fucking fit. And so I got to get it mailed. And I found one online for about $800. And I thought it was an original, but it's actually a remake. And then it says on there that modification is going to be needed because, it's not going to be an exact. It's going to have to be altered a little bit. So I'm like, oh shit, how much work am I going to have to put into that? But I got to put so much work into all the other parts anyway. And I did find one used that was like 2.5, 3 hours away. And they only wanted like $500 for it, but I have no way of freaking transporting it. And I looked into renting a U-Haul, but that would have been over like $300, you know what I'm saying? Plus I got to bring somebody with me, you know what I'm saying, to drive my car back. So, I mean, that would have been gas with that and, having to, you know what I'm saying, waste the time. And it would have been about the same goddamn price. So I was like, I might as well order this last part. I'm just holding off on it right this second because I'm feeling a little overwhelmed. I don't know how I'm going to do this. I really don't. I mean, like, I have in my head, theoretically, I'm like, okay, I'm going to do this, do that, and it should work. But we're also talking about something that I've never done before. And, I don't know how hard it's going to be, but it's starting to come to me how hard it's going to be. And like I said, I've already put almost $4,000 into it. And then I buy this part, that's going to be almost $5,000. And as far as the electrical part, I do have some good news about that. I finally found somebody that said that they could help me out with this. They said it's going to be a trial and error type thing. We're just going to have to keep trying until we get it right. And I was like, yeah, I kind of figured that, but I just want somebody with a lot of electrical knowledge to work with me on it, you know what I'm saying? And they told me, they said send them all the stuff that I got, all the freaking details, all the research that I got, all the information I found. They're gonna look over it and then get back to me next week, and we're gonna figure out a day and time that we can do this. And I have no idea how much this dude's gonna charge me. No fucking idea. And again, this could end up being like a 1 hour fucking thing, and we get it done in 1 hour. Woo! You know what I'm saying? But it's trial and error. This could take, days. This could be a lot of freaking hours that I'm going to have to pay this guy. So, I think about that, you know what I'm saying, on top of all the price of all the parts. Thank God I'm doing all the work myself, so I don't have to worry about labor. But my dad did mention a couple things. Oh, well, shit, I forgot about that. I do have to buy some other stuff, not official parts, but stuff to make, that is $250. But $250 really ain't nothing compared to $5,000. But my dad did mention to me, he's like, bro, like, there might be a little bit of welding. I'm pretty sure I can get away with not doing any welding. I'm pretty sure I can do that. But if hypothetically I do have to do any welding, I don't have a welding machine. I'm gonna have to pay somebody to do that. And then my dad was talking about drill press and stuff like that, and a metal bending tool. I don't have some of these high-end tools, and my dad is like, you're gonna have to fucking pay somebody to do some of the shit, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I'm thinking I'll be able to get it right, you know what I'm saying? If I have to bend some metal, I could take the goddamn sledgehammer and just ding, 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 you know what I'm saying, until the motherfucker bends right. But bro, like I said, I'm getting a little overwhelmed. I want to kind of step back from this project for a minute, but I don't want to, because I'm very excited about it. I want to jump in this motherfucker, but I'm also at the same time like, what the fuck did I get myself into? Yeah, everybody was telling me you can't do that, bro, and I was like, nah, I can do it. It can be done. Just takes a lot of fucking work. And yeah, I'm treading in waters I've never been in before. So yeah. But see, back to the one part that I gotta get, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I found it online for $800, but it's not an original, and it's gonna have to be modified to be perfect. Now, I thought about going ahead and just buying an original, but the original part ranges in between $2,000 and $4,000. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know what I'm saying? I really did not want to spend as much money on this project as it did. And bro, that's just, there's still more that has to be done. That's just going to be that. You know what I'm saying? And then I have plans, that's just for part of the car, to be honest with you. I'd say maybe 1/3. And I'm planning on maybe doing something for the whole car. But then I have to do something on top of that, which is going to be more money. And realistically speaking, if I'm spending about $5,000 on just 1/3 of it, I'm thinking this is the most expensive part. I'm thinking this is going to be the most expensive part. But let's just say, the other 2,000, that's going to be, I say I'm going to squeeze it into another 5. Probably less. I think I could do it for 1 or 2. But let's just say 5 more grand. That's 10,000 already. And then I got to fucking do the, the finishing touches on it, which is probably going to be another 500 to 1,000. That's what I'm thinking in my head. I'm trying to get the price down, but I'm just thinking about this shit. It's like, man, what the fuck did I get myself into? But like everybody tells me if I get this shit right, it's gonna be fine. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's like, man, I can't wait to see what it looks like when you're done. I was like, man, I can't wait either. I just gotta learn how to do what I want to do. And then, on top of that, you know what I'm saying? Like, people have done some stuff that's kind of similar, but no one has done what I'm doing. So that makes it a little bit harder because, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I mean, I want to tell y'all stuff, but I don't want to ruin the surprise yet of what it is. But, I figured I'd give you all a little bit of an update. I don't know what I'm going to do. Probably just gonna order that goddamn part and for $800, and I think they said it was like 3-day shipping. And then it's like, what the fuck do I do now? I got all these parts. The parts go together. You know what I'm saying? I like the way that I like it, but now I just gotta put it all together. So, yeah. Anyways, that's that. That's the update. Holla back.